Black Panther 2, 330 million Black Panther 2 first week numbers.
Yeah.
It's a
Heavy
cult. It's a
bag.
cult for black people.
It is, bro.
I think-
is a.
I think we
How much
take
did
it a
the
little
first one
seriously
make?
sometimes, man.
What'd y'all think of the movie though?
I thought it was all right.
Decent.
Yeah. It was all right.
It's like,
Yeah, it was all right.
Strong 6, light 7.
Yeah. Oh, you
Like,
saw it too, right?
I saw
Yeah,
it.
okay.
I saw
Yeah.
it. It was like a strong 6, light 7. Like,
I'll back that.
It was
I'll
all
back
right.
yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, I agree.
crazy, but it was like it was good. I still haven't seen Woman King though, so I can't compare it to that.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
I like Woman King, bro.
yeah, I can't compare it to
Woman King
that.
was better,
But
honestly.
you think Woman King's
I
better?
That was a good movie,
See,
bro. That was a good movie.
It was
Yeah,
more
so-
story driven as opposed to being.
I dozed off like twice in Black Panther 2. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Black Panther. Is,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Hey, 2 hours and
thought-
40 minutes as well. So.
And it was way too long. That's
yeah,
another thing.
yeah.
Like
Things could have been cut out.
for sure, they
All
could have
the
definitely all the montages.
Yeah, that
Or
or
the,
the
the
stuff
mo-
to do with
the
the white
memorials.
guy, that white
political
what's
aspect
his
of
name?
it.
Yeah, I forgot
I
what
can't
he
remember
is,
what his
but
name
you
is,
know,
but I know
like
what you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about that guy who's part of like the agent.
They need to let him.
Yeah.
They need to retire him in general. I think.
Yeah.
But
The way he came back, I didn't realize that the way they were framing him coming back, I was like, oh, he's like really important to the storyline. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They made him coming back as almost more grand than when Killmonger came back, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Because they hyped up his entry scene. Like, they literally hyped up his scene, and it was like, my favorite colonizer. Like, they talked about him twice before he came on camera.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, y'all are hyping this up. And then even when he comes on, this nigga's working out. I'm like, oh, this is like a great.
Oh, so he's
Like,
he's
gonna be the
the
main
star of this
yeah,
franchise.
like I was like, but then Killmonger's, he had the build up that Killmonger should have had. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they wanted that to be a surprise, so they probably wouldn't have built
and
it
I
up
understand
anyway.
the kind of
Yeah.
surprise, but you know what else I didn't like though is that even though it's a surprise, I don't like that they didn't refer to him at all in the movie.
Who?
At all, Killmonger.
Or
They did.
remember?
They did,
I mean, not remember.
They did one time because when the princess went into the ancestry world by drinking the tea,
Right.
she chose him. She chose to.
Well,
she chose his
it's
energy
like-
or something.
It's
right?
like, well, you don't choose that. Your subconscious brings one to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Pretty
was on
much.
her.
Yeah.
I'm
he was
talking
on her
about they
mind.
didn't refer to him at all in the movie until that part.
Got you. Okay.
So what bothers me is like, Killmonger was a big part of the storyline in movie 1. I mean, you gave me this grand ass interest for this nigga who didn't move the storyline. You could have at least brought up the nigga that kind of fucked up your civilization.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, I know he's not the reason the Black Panther died. The Black Panther died of sickness in the movie, and you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
And they probably thought
we're not
too-
going to talk about any lasting damage that Killmonger did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Destroyed
saying?
the whole
Like-
supply
Yeah.
of black heart tea or whatever.
right. You know what I'm saying? And just like the war that he brought there, it's like,
Yeah.
that wasn't mentioned at all. Now, Angela Bassett did her goddamn thing, though.
And she's still fine. Like, what the?
ageless being.
Yeah. What the hell?
My favorite scene in the entire movie was when Angela Bassett brought them dudes in to that. It was like a World of the Union or whatever that was.
Whatever that was, yeah.
Whatever that little world of all the countries meet up and they
United
discuss.
Nations.
Kinda.
United
the
Nations,
UN
yeah.
thing. Man, when she brought them in chains, bro. Yo, that was so gangster, bro. Oh my God, that was so gangster. My favorite scene, bro.
That was
First
the
of all,
scene.
when she comes in, she's coming in like, this is Angela Bassett. This is the queen of Wakanda. You know what I'm saying?
Like, she had the energy I thought she was gonna have in the first one, like that
yeah.
because you have Angela Bassett in your movie, and she was kind
But at
of
the
just
same time, her
mild in
son
the
was
first
running
one.
things, and her husband
That's
was
true.
running
Yeah,
things.
and he was the star and all
she
that
didn't
stuff.
need to be that.
Yeah.
She didn't need to be that.
But
because-
she
Whew.
like people are already talking about like Oscar talk for her for this
Bro,
one. So
she
and
killed it.
and they were talking about it before I saw it. Man, when I saw it, I was like, oh damn,
she killed it.
She did it like she was like
Killed it.
Does she know
Like-
she's in Black Panther?
Yeah,
she's acting
bro.
like she's in the Woman King.
Yeah, bro. She was going crazy.
That's how
Like,
she does every role.
and then she
Yeah.
she wasn't dominating the entire movie, but when she was on screen, goddamn it, she
She
was
had
on
that
the screen.
Denzel energy.
Yes.
She had the Denzel energy.
Yeah.
Like when he's on screen, you just focus.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
They have the screen.
Yeah, bro. The way she lined that, where she came into the room, started speaking, lined up everybody in the building, brought this. She said, "We won't have these problems no more." I was like, "God damn, lay the law down, goddamn
Yeah,
it!"
right,
Because
right.
Like, this your shit.
because they fucking playing with you, and I
Right.
don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, she made them never question that shit again. Like,
She's like, y'all sent this.
She snapped on that, but I did doze off twice.
Do you remember what parts?
It
It was probably
Went
way
ham on the movie, and
I
it was
do.
like, by the way, I did.
And I
those.
understand, and I know I'm
saw
coming
that
off.
before he
I
fell
know,
asleep.
I know I'm coming off as a hater, but I don't give a fuck. I
Right.
did fall asleep towards the end of the Killmonger meeting.
The end of
The end of the kill.
He put
me
you
to sleep. He put me to sleep.
Michael B. Jordan put him to
He
sleep.
put me to sleep. And you know what woke me up is when she came out of that state,
Yeah.
she did that punch thing.
Yeah.
And
And
punched
then
the little.
and punched the thing that went across
yeah,
the room.
uh-huh.
That noise woke me up. So
He came on. He came
Like
on the
movie was
screen.
designed that way. Yeah.
So that scene literally put me to sleep.
That
The
is
scene
funny.
with Michael B. Jordan.
if you were
Ask
taking
Killmonger.
your mid intermission, your intermission nap. it was time to
Yeah,
wake up.
Oh,
bruh.
Michael B.
You
Jordan.
know
Okay.
what's funny? The action popped off at that point.
Yeah,
She
literally.
punched the thing, and then from there on, it was action.
It was action,
Yeah.
but it was like that middle section was getting real dry. I dozed off one other time. I can't exactly remember. I feel like it might have been during one of those like political scenes with that white guy and his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Might have
That's
been
something that feels like
that.
it's not even like what was this part of the story? Like
So-
Yeah, I was like, why?
So my overall theory of it is like, okay, the way I feel, it had elements that were really good. I thought the villain, boy, fucking scary, son.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
Okay,
like,
the villain was scary, and
Bruh,
I
I'm
do
like-
have critique on the villain, but he was gangster as fuck,
bruh,
bro.
like,
I
no
fucked
joke,
with him.
Well, you know what it is? He brought that Narcos energy, which is where he came from.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But okay, so
He was
real.
intimidating as hell.
I like the way they tied in Aztec and
I did like that. I did like
and I like
that.
the way they did these things. They did little elements that were good. But if it was a pie chart, the piece of pizza that was them trying to cover up for King T'Challa's death was too big.
Way too
large.
big. Way too
And,
big.
and so it was like they needed to rip that. But I'm like, recipes, of course. Like, obviously, you need.
Of
to
course,
respect
of
it.
course.
But I'm like, pull the Band-Aid and then like just roll the plot, man. Like they did
Yeah,
it twice.
they
She had
did,
two
and I didn't-
breakdowns.
Yeah.
She had 2 breakdowns or 3.
It might have been. It was like 2.5.
Right.
It was
right.
low. It was like 2.5, bro. And I did not need the second one. Around the fire, I didn't need that
Exactly,
one.
right.
I didn't need
Yep.
that one. And now, you know what else I didn't like about that? It was like a music video. I'm like, I said, am I watching a music video? The movie just
whole-
This is MTV.
it felt like a music video.
Yeah.
They
Literally.
But you know what? This is a good and a bad thing about Black Panther 2. The music was great on Black Panther 2, but it was so good that I felt like there was, like I said, during that montage scene, I'm like, am I watching a music video? Because this music is too good.
Yeah.
And you're giving me music video vibes.
Yeah.
Like, that was weird to me.
It
Like,
did seem like they broke out to a music video for a second.
Yeah.
didn't it? Like, it was like, this is like a lyric video.
Like they're
almost.
they're promoting it
Six,
for
I
this.
think,
They're promoting the soundtrack or something.
I felt like the entire movie was a heavy promotional for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
In a way.
Like, and then there was moments when I felt like I was watching a music video, and I was
Yeah.
like,
And not a
what?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Was it a fire music video though?
no, because I was
Totally off topic.
because I was
No.
tired of the music. I was tired of because it was tied to a montage that we've seen already.
Okay,
okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like an
what-
hour and 45 minutes in. Like, or probably-
Yeah. Oh my God.
So they-
Probably
We
about
are
Okay.
so invested into this movie, and I can't believe you stopped us for this.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And half the movie ain't even done yet. That was just half the movie.
Like, I
1
know,
hour and 40
shit.
minutes.
Like I know
You're
dance
right.
is important to like tribal life.
Yeah, bruh. It was a
like,
little
but-
kind of crazy. It was a little kind of crazy. Another thing that I realized, Wakanda does not have a great military. The
People have been
numbers,
talking about the
just
politics.
off the
They don't
raw
though.
numbers,
They don't
I'm
though.
realizing every Black Panther movie, y'all, I'm thinking to myself, right? Straight military strategy. I said, oh, y'all don't have the numbers.
The Mayans made them look, the
Period.
Aztecs or Mayans.
Period.
Yeah, yeah,
Period. Y'all don't
Yeah.
have the numbers.
They did.
Because if niggas want to play with you, they can play with you for real,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, yeah,
You're gonna take
yeah.
a lot of them because you got technology, but they're coming for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it's so
You-
bad that
the
homie
fact-
like had to threaten it. They didn't even have to bring the heat, bro. He just
My
threatened
man
it.
strolled up in there and said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice in here." And then he looks around. He says, "First of all, don't play with me. You don't have the numbers.
Right.
Yeah,
You don't have the
yeah.
numbers. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
start there.
And they,
okay."
they believed him. they had never met this man.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And
They're like,
they
"You're
knew
probably
they
right."
didn't have the. They believed him, bro. They believed. It was really just like I'm pulling up on some shit. Like, hey, look, bro. If you play with me, we can take this, and you know we can take it. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and move to part 2 of this conversation.
Yeah.
How are we gonna work together? You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit's funny.
Because
That was the whole negotiation.
because there is no
he
negotiation
was like, "Yo,
between
want
us.
smoke, bro." Yeah.
What I didn't like about the villain is that I didn't like that I didn't like that he just backed off so easily.
He did kind of back off a little bit.
He was so aggressive and so. There might not be a memory card in there. Yeah. He was so damn terrifying.
Straight Narcos, right?
And Narcos energy and non-willing to negotiate. That at the end when he almost lost. Now all of a sudden the next thing you're painting murals of you and the Black Panther.
I know.
I understand why your wife is pulling up. Which another thing is, who is this woman? Nobody told us who she was. I don't know if this is his sister, if this is his wife. I don't know who this woman is, but clearly she's important ranked in his nation, right?
His mom, I think it was his mom.
Or his mom. It's like, who is this woman?
About, like the black dress or something. Yeah, she had like
the one with the. Yeah, I'm like, you're not telling me who she is, really. You know what I'm saying? So that was weird. But I can understand why she's pulling up on you like, so we just about to bow to these Wakandans? Like, are you turning big? Like, at the end of the movie, she came into him, she said, so you pussy now.
Right.
You're pussy now.
Street tactical advantage.
Yeah, is that what it is? Like, we just give up? Like, you just gonna take this L? Like,
yeah.
That's how I was feeling. He over there painting this Black Panther mural, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Bob
yeah.
Ross.
I can see her disappointment. And he's talking about the Black Panther is the strong. There's nothing stronger than the Black Panther. They can beat us. No. Y'all was whooping their ass. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
It's like they gave into the movie itself.
Yes, bruh. Y'all were whooping their ass, bruh.
Yeah, he can fly. He has super strength.
He's a
He can
god.
breathe underwater.
He's a god,
He's
literally.
a god, right? He's a demigod, right? Yeah, exactly. Or is he a straight god?
I think he's a demigod.
Yeah, because
The wings and the feet made it feel like a demigod.
he had demigod energy. Right?
Yeah, and he had demigod energy because he was way too strong.
Yeah.
So it was more than just. Now I did like the grittiness of it though. Like, I need Aquaman to be on that level.
I know.
So
I was
like the
thinking that,
way
like,
that
Aquaman
the
was-
way that they pulling up on motherfucking killer whales and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like it was gangster as hell. It was the way it's the way we've always heard Aquaman should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we haven't had a gritty Aquaman. Like we need an Aquaman movie where it's like he's pulling up on the back of a killer whale and he's got like 40 great white sharks that are literally just like killing people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purpose of Aquaman. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
a fact, because the DC Aquaman low key like a barnacle boy to me, bro. I ain't gonna hold
He is
you.
straight
low
Barnacle
key,
Boy, bro.
yeah, bro.
He is actually
It's Barnacle Boy
Boy.
energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
Whack, bro.
This guy was like as scary as Aquaman should be for real.
Yeah, because I've seen some incarnations of like Aquaman, like the way they would talk about Aquaman is like, oh shit, that god
He's
from
terrifying.
the sea. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
from
terrifying.
Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to fuck with Atlantis. Right?
Yeah, bro. Like,
To have command of all the creatures in the ocean.
Yeah.
and to
That's
be
scary shit.
And you have pretty much even above land. You have like Superman strength.
You have Superman strength.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
He controls water. I think he's a waterbender.
Essentially, yeah, even above water. So
Right.
it's like you got your spear. He could fly too, right? Could he fly?
Aquaman?
Wait.
I don't think so.
You talking about
Aquaman couldn't fly.
No,
Okay.
Aquaman couldn't fly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
He's a waterbender, 'cause
yeah.
he could create storms and shit too, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, Poseidon shit, right?
Yeah.
So
Poseidon
yeah.
shit. But which it somehow they
I didn't. They
Aquaman
fumbled
to-
that, but I did enjoy seeing that, like seeing a savage Aquaman-esque character. That was enjoyable as hell.
And I
like-
think that Namor or whatever. It's like, but yeah, I think he came, or Submariner. I think that's what he's called in the comic books as well. But I think he was first before the creation of Aquaman. I believe.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go. All right.
Yeah.
But
All right, see you, man.
yeah. So yeah, I say strong 6, light 7.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling on it. Pretty much, kind of sum it up.
And I'm keeping in mind too, like what Ryan Coogler had to endure because he didn't plan on his Black Panther dying. You know, like
That's true.
He didn't plan on that. So and
true.
he had the script. From what I heard, he had the script completely done. And he was
Had
like, "Hey,
to redo
Chadwick,
it.
you want to read it?" He was
Had
like,
to
"No,
redo
no." You know. And when he died, because he wasn't telling anybody, then he's just like, "Damn, I have to rewrite this whole thing."
Yeah, that's true.
So-
Which is a hard way to pivot to.
Yeah.
But
I do wish that it wasn't Shuri that was the Black Panther though. Like I wish it went to what's her
son.
name? No. What's her name? Like if they wanted
The
to
one
do
that
the
they
one
got that was in
the-
Haiti.
Okoye, like
Is,
Okoye,
is,
like
is,
one
is,
of the
is it the lady
ladies.
that they picked up in Haiti? Is that who you're talking about? The
Like
one
she's
who was
part
living-
of the
Oh,
lady
the general
tribe.
of the Damaha.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think she would have been more worthy because she was already a fighter. Because
True.
we never saw. All right,
Aria.
see you later. We never saw his sister like really like engaged in battle.
That's
So
true.
how
That's
by
true.
the end, like, why is she so like equipped to fight not only the armies and everything, but just Namor? Like, was she training or like?
Okay,
yeah?
so this is what I told, because when I talked to Drew about this, I talked to him. He kind of brought up the same
Oh, did he? Okay.
thing in terms of like, I don't know if that should have been her, because it's like where she learned how to fight.
Yeah.
So what I was telling him is I think it is Black Panther in like these tribal nations, right? Like how we think Chinese people all do karate. I think we should look at Wakanda like that. Like all people have a base level fighting skill because they all do karate. Like if we were Chinese, and that might be ignorant to say because I'm sure there's a bunch of Chinese people who never have done karate, right?
Yeah,
But you know,
I would say,
like
yeah.
how Americans might view Chinese people is all of them do karate at some point in their life.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So all of them, whether they took it seriously or not, did 5 years.
You think it's just a part of the culture type
I think
shit?
it's just a part of the culture. So I feel like that's where she got her base level fighting skills from, to where she knows how to parry, dodge, and things of that nature. And then once you take that, you automatically get a certain another level of superpower agility.
Yeah.
So you can take my basics that I know and apply super strength and super speed to it now.
Okay.
I can hear Ryan Coogler being like, yeah. That's what it is.
Right.
Because you just made that up.
Right. So that's how I looked at it,
Yeah,
as like,
yeah.
but I could be completely wrong too.
Now,
She-
before... Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be written into the comics that she never had interest in fighting. She only had interest in science and math. Then I'm
Okay.
wrong. You know what I'm saying? So who
I mean,
knows?
well, and that's what they presented in the first
And
movie.
that's
They
how
didn't
they-
present
that's
that
pretty much how
idea
they
that
present it.
Wakandans, we all know how to fight.
They damn
And-
sure don't.
yeah,
And I know they don't, because like we going back to earlier, they don't have the numbers.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
It seems like they have a lot more people. They have more mouths to feed that can defend the mouths to feed. That's
Yeah.
what it seems like. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like this shit. I feel like it's a struggle every time they got to put their army together.
Right.
Yeah.
In
right.
every movie, it's like I can't just
Bring out the rhinos.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't just
yeah.
call the banners and 40,000 people show up. It seems like I got to have a meeting with everybody.
And it's still a little bit of infighting going on.
I gotta convince you to pull
Yeah,
up. Like,
yeah.
we're about to get invaded, goddammit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
like, why do
yeah.
I have to convince you every time somebody's pulling up on us?
That's
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
So it seems like they're more willing to just be like, well, I mean, you pick that fight, so duke it out. You know, if they come
Yeah.
to our side of Wakanda, we'll deal with them.
Yeah.
I still got to see the movie, man. I still got to
Oh,
see
yeah.
the movie. But